Tempo's, and theirs doesn't look. There's something that's not gelling together for me. I'm not sure what it is. I know I'm concerned because they don't really have lockdown. Their team fight's not great either. Their draft just doesn't look very well-rounded either. If they had like a nice, clean, well-rounded draft, I think, yeah, they might have a chance. But Secret, they have, to me, what looks like a stronger draft even versus what they're against wonky because of a position 4 Ember.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, what are sort of the strengths of Tempo's lineup? What do you like that they went for, right? If you're a team, you're going against Secret, you've got to come out with your best, right? You're not messing around. You're bringing out what you feel is the best lineup you could possibly do.
Man, okay, so, I mean, it's fast. They're not really too ulti reliant, right? Their lanes, though, I don't feel like they're strong, which is my biggest concern. I feel like their lanes are actually quite weak, the way that they've set themselves up. And I don't really see them still having the biggest team fight, but I can see them playing really fast with the Void Spirit and then making space with Inkswell for the Morphling to get farmed, but it's a Morphling versus an OD. I think this is always going to be really scary to play this matchup. So I think they have to play fast and they can't lose these lanes too hard. Like they cannot lose this bottom lane in particular too. Versus Ember and Bloodseeker, they have to be able to set up their Morphling for success with an Undying.
Let's see with the setups and I mean, even sort of this mid lane matchup. I mean, the OD pick from Nisha that did come in later down the draft. I mean, pretty solid outworld Devourer game, right? A lot of targets to punch on in these early fights.
Yeah, he doesn't have like the craziest amount of things that he has to deal with either. He just has to worry about like mostly the Grimstroke disables. Everything else he can actually just play around pretty nicely. He's so good versus Morphling and Underlord. I think that's the big reason they just saw that and they're like, all right, great hero, good lane, we're good.
Let's see. As things start now, bottoms up. It's coming in with the early blood brights. Let's secure those range creeps. I mean, we're going to see pretty static lanes. I mean, who's going to be making the early moves here in this game?
They look pretty static to me. I don't really feel like we're going to see too many moves. If anything, it's going to be YapzOr doing some unexpected stuff like an Ember, but I don't see too many rotations coming out. Kind of cool to see too. It's I mean, cool but weird too. Is a 4-position Grimstroke. This is a hero that we kind of just see exclusively played as 5.
Yeah, what's sort of the benefits having it in the 4 role?
I mean, you'll actually be able to get your items online, so your spells are going to be a little bit easier to cast. You'll probably be a little bit higher level in some situations too, but besides that, not too much else.
Oh, we'll see on the first few waves. I mean, bottom lane. Zai already leading the CS with the way that things are going. Mid lane, Nisha trying to keep the pressure onto Noob underneath the tower. And he's starting to get that CS advantage already here in the 1v1, using those Astrals to his favor. Anytime the Noob tries to go for the CS, it's Nisha having a good control of the first few waves in this 1v1.
Yeah, solid lane setups. Bloodseeker, since this is like one of the best heroes actually to play versus Undying because you're not a strength hero, so the decay sucks, but it's not hurting your base damage and all that. So you can like mid sometimes. LeBron's still doing a good job of zoning him away, and he is securing that Morphling's farm. I say that as he misses 2 last hits under tower, but
no, but he's getting the space, he's getting the opportunity to miss last hits.
Yes.
So the job from LeBron certainly being done.
He's gonna miss. He just missed 4. He holy moly.
No,
that's why he missed 4 last hits under tower. Like that's actually pretty.
Oh no!
Pretty massive.
Come on, Cry.
Sai, probably a bit low, but yeah, they have nothing else to go for him there. They get at least their range creep pulled off there. Yeah, can't miss those.
And this is not. But overall, other than the miss last hit, pretty good opening here. First 3 minutes.
Sure.
You know, your tempo, you're coming in against Secret in the lanes, and all your 3 cores they're not having a bad time at all. Everybody's able to farm. So, obviously still very early days, but it's not like first few minutes in we're seeing one of the lanes getting completely dumpstered. It's not happening. Tempo's finding just as much farm as Secret is.
Yeah, they're doing it. I'm actually surprised, especially with like the top lane in particular, how they've been doing up there. Is you see the Grimstroke has 6 last hits. They've been pushing the lane in actually very aggressively to make sure they can't get aggressive moves onto Mitch. So this Drow Avenge, which usually has a very good time against these melee heroes, they've been playing as this clumped duo there. and not allowing Secret to actually punish this Underlord at all. Oh, and Puppey actually misses the last hit with the stun there, as DNZ is able to take the big creep with a nuke, with a stroke.
Yeah, playing that lane very nice, and as you say, sort of a scenario that can certainly work out to be a little rough. The Underlord. See around the 4-minute runes. And DNZ's come across as a haste rune here already as well, as Noob's able to grab it, run down Nisha with the buff up. Nisha's in trouble. They're going to be able to take him out. First blood for Tempo. As DNZ, very nice movement. You know, that 4 minutes is coming up. He knows there's going to be a contest for the runes. He's in position to help out Noob. And they do it. Secures him the haste rune and allows them to take down Nisha.
Perfectly done. The double checking the runes, the most important thing there. And Mitch was playing a bit careful up top during the majority of it there. He kind of hid, so he's not going to die versus this Drow Venge during it. Great start for them here. And the Morphling is still farming just fine bottom.
Yeah, Cry continues to have a very good time. Does not mind this sort of setup at all. Yapsor. Oh, he's going to find the Morse Courier though. Coming across the tree lines, Yapsor's able to just step in and take that out. See the move for DNZ onto Puppey. Puppey getting low. He's caught in the firestorm. Puppey's going to go down. Mitch, will he fall in return? Matu's trying to find him. Mitch is able to head into the trees. There's the salve, and they've got the illusion for the extra vision and beat down as well, as they do lose Mitch for that attempt. Some extra money going into the pockets. Puppey and Matu. But still,
feels so nice having that thirst vision too there when he's hiding. He's trying to hide on the tree lines there.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, they do get the kill. Infiltrate. Let's see, they're actually looking at the mid lane a little bit here again. Maybe if he does use an Astral aggressively, they maybe go to make the play here. So there's the Astral. DNC.
I mean, this could be a setup. I won't hit the slot. With that, they don't want to quite jump in. Noob, now he might do so. He's able to get the Remnant pull back onto Nisha, but yeah, they're feeling a little scared to go on him. I mean, did you feel they could have committed better in a way there, or is that just a bit of an awkward kill to find on the OD?
I thought they might. I think they were afraid of the TPs, but the Venge had already used, Puppey had already used hers top, and they only really have an Ember Spirit to kind of countergank, but they were just being careful. And now,
Noob could be in trouble. Still got the jump away. Nisha not having the early point yet in the South Eclipse. Even if he did there, Noob still very high mana pool here at the top lane. See if Mitch and DNZ can get Puppey for a second time. He's caught in the Firestorm yet again. Yapsor TP's over, but nothing he can do to save his Venge. A second time, they're able to find Puppey. There's a lot of damage between these two. Anytime that Mitch is able to catch them in the pit, it's just huge amounts of magical burst early on.
Radiant's middle tower.
Yeah, I'm always still a fan of Grimstroke. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like the two just like stopped getting picked by some teams, but I always just feel the power. Whenever he's in any game, I'm just like, wow, like, damn, that was some great Grimstroke spelling. It always is able to do so much, but the Gust able to do quite a bit there too.
Yeah, we'll always be able to put a stop to that attempt unless they're able to get Matu, you know, pretty far on their side of the Pit of Malice when they lay it down. Matu's going to switch things up. He's not going to want to fight up on this top lane any further now with the levels that this Underlord Grimstroke lane has managed to build up.
Now
Puppey's try and make players down bottom.
Yeah, they're going to send the Drow out.
Yeah. Get some pressure on this tower. Something about this morph. As Gus comes in, but Cry already starts to build up the strength. He's able to play his way out of there. They have got the pools going though, so a wave or two will be denied away from the morph. Control that Secret's managed to come in with and clean up this stack neutral camp. Well, I've got him. There's the pull, Nisha. He's going to use the Astral aggressively there. As he steps up onto the two of them. Nisha has to be a little careful though, as Noob and DNZ will happily start turning around over towards him. Yeah, unable to save the Yapsor there that time round.
He just used the Astral though. They might go aggressive on him here. Noob has got an Astral step in 1 second.
He wants to. They're going to have the buff. They're going to go straight in. You're right. They're looking for Nisha. He's in range of the stun. Silence to follow up. Puppey's trying to help out, but the burst is already there. Nisha goes down. So they've got Puppey and Yapsor trying to find something in return. They're in with the chains onto DNZ. Wave of Terror out onto the two of them. The Noob steps away. He's able to find himself a regen rune. DNZ gets healed up just in time by the Soul Rippers. LeBron comes in, drops the tombstone. They do lose DNZ, but they get Puppey in return. The Tempo continuing to just bring an excellent fight early on to Secret. And they're getting rewarded in the kills. It's 6 for 2 right now, with Tempo making some really nice movements and just getting a lot done with his Grimstroke. DNZ, sure, he goes down there, but he's 1-1 and 5. He's been involved in every 6 kill that they've gone for.
Yeah, I like how they were so adamant about going for that kill there too. Nisha, will he get the tombstone? He will. Okay, had a quarter of a second left on it. Also going to be able to find LeBron here, it looks like. But yeah, super nice to play there by them. Just, yeah, they see the Astral and they know they can make those aggressive moves when the supports aren't in position. So they're taking advantage of that pretty good start that they're having here in this laning here.
And up top, this combo again, just every single time. DNZ consistently finding core heroes to make plays around. Zai will fall. I mean, they're doing an excellent job with this Grimstroke. He's now hit the 6. Yeah, they're just so potent. You know, you sort of team him up with a mobile hero like this Void Spirit. They're going to be able to find these kills every time that Secret is split across the map at this laning stage.
And they're playing to that strength that we were talking about, just that speed in the early game with these two heroes, exactly what we're mentioning too. It's this Grim and this Void Spirit. They can make the aggressive moves. And it gives Mitch space to just kind of play what an Underlord wants to do. Just park himself at a lane, take the tower, and then defend the tower too. Because he goes bottom when he sees Secret kind of setting up for it, and he'll be able to push them away from that too. All the right moves so far here for Tempo.
Try and going on to Mitch with the rupture. Under the tower he is, I mean, but he's going to still stand his ground. Zai still trying to get in. TPs are on their way over. Zai trying to beat into him, but with that aura, not a lot of right-click damage coming out from Zai. Now the backup's there. LeBron's in with the Soul Rip. The pin's down. Zai's trapped. He's taken out. Tempo once again with the upplay. Mitch does go down.
And they're going aggressive on Nisha.
They find this is why you're right. With the aggressive play they're making down bottom, they don't have the resources to help their OD out mid. Nisha jumped on yet again by Noob. The two of them, Noob and DNZ, getting yet another kill. See bottom.
Right.
Oh, looks like he came in to try and burst down Puppy. He's almost certainly going to lose his life, or maybe not. He's got a lot of strength building up. TP's coming in. DNZ's going to be there to able to help out. Cry is in the trees, but Yapsa finds him with the chains, and that's just enough damage to finish off that morph. So Secret will finally get the kill. Just a lot of action early on. We're still, what, 11 minutes in, 9-6. Less than 1k gold in it. I mean, both teams really giving it their all, and so far, so good really from Tempo. They're standing up very strongly against Secret in this early game.
Yeah, and they're punishing Nisha a lot every single time there. 0-3, something you don't really see too often. Bottom though, DNZ shows his face. Secret will pick that one up. Yapsor somehow dominating as a 4 Ember during the majority of moments too.
But we're seeing it again. You know, a play's being made by Secret down bottom. It's leaving Nisha vulnerable. This time they have got the TPs back up. They're heading straight over to provide support for Nisha, but the grab's there. A perfectly placed remnant comes out from Noob, secures the setup to finish off Nisha. LeBron will be left behind. But again, Tempo, they're cool with this. They continue to get away with punishing Nisha's game.
Nisha gives him respect there, because I love that what LeBron did there, actually just staying on the high ground, just walking up to ensure that he gets that kill. He's also gone for the 4-point Soul Rip build, which you don't see too often. Usually you see maybe like 2 or 3 points and 2 or 3 in the tombstone, but now he's all out just for the damage here. That's fun. And they are able to get those kills. Matu, he takes the space though. They're actually able to claim this tier 1 bottom and still be in a pretty okay spot. It's the build that Yapsor's gonna go. Okay, he's gonna go for the mech. I thought maybe because of how explosive his start was, he might just go for that Spirit Vessel for his team, because he is versus the Morphin stuff, even though not as strong anymore, of course. But he wants to have that, just the auras, just the urn is enough for him, he feels.
And top lane. Zai, just catch eyes onto Cry.
Zai knows he needs to take the scary farm, you know, as they always say, the top lane, you know, Brian, whatever, DSJ, your dead lane thing. This is where you usually die, so they send Zai up top, they leave Matumba down bottom, and they bring the 3 heroes mid to defend the tower. Zai up here, even if he dies, he's doing his job. He needs to just push this lane out. And it's the same thing on the opposite side with Mitch, where he's pushing out bottom. Very similar kind of movements, which is a good sign for Tempo that they're doing those type of moves. If you see Secret doing those moves, you're probably pretty happy for yourself if you're kind of replicating that. Some stacks now, though. We see Matu. Puppy has been busy.
With this sort of start as well, Noob's on track to get a very good timing on the axe that he's rushing. Yeah. Just the fact that he's had his game set up so perfectly by DNZ. I mean, 3-0-4. You know, and you're a Void Spirit that's just been in lane against Anisha OD. You're going to be very happy with the way things have started off for yourself.
dodge that blood right. And yeah, in this game too, like it's such a good Ags game. Whenever you're playing versus a hero, like whenever you're playing versus OD, just silences in general. He's not versus the most stuns either or anything like that. He doesn't need a Yules to play around too many things. Might hurt him, like the Gust in particular might hurt quite a bit, but I love the Ags choice versus Ember and OD, even if it's just like a support Ember.
There we go.
They want to get into these Ancients.
They're going to see if they can find the Drow, try and find the Tumberman, and they may just be able to do so. They've got him. They're in straight away with the grab. Combo follow-ups there as Matu will fall. Excellent invasion from Tempo onto Secret's half of the map with that smoke as they get the kill on the Drow, and they get out without Secret being able to punish them at all.
This high-level Grimstrokes, just like you said, he's doing so much work on DNC. Just level 4 Ink Swell so early on. Him and Noob just always finding the target in the fields. 11-8, keeping it real good and making a lot of space for Cry to just be Morphling. Don't join, just
yep. Now what's he going to itemize? Okay, so well, yeah, getting the Manta first, so he's got some sort of safety against the silences, the roots that Secret have to offer.
I don't think I am
hitting a good time on it.
Yeah, I don't think I've been seeing anybody else really deviate from the Manta anymore now. It's just by far the best item on Morph. Yeah. It's like the E-Blade it in some games, since you can say it, but majority it's this build. Let's see now. 3 bounties for Secret.
Yeah, not quite able to get into position on the river up top. In time as Nisha was out for himself. Nisha's build also closing in on the Ags. 1500 to go, and the Aghanims will be there. He's then able to have that extra bit of reach for the setups and the saves. But that can all be countered, as we say, by Noob getting a good time on his own Ags. The combination of his AoE silence with the resonant pulses and also having DNZ with the Phantom's Embrace means that it's just a lot of annoying things that you have to play around as an OD. And without that BKB or any solid answer to the silence, you're just not going to have an easy time in the team fights.
Radiant structures are fortified.
See middle.
They get the root onto Noob, and they've got the chains done.
No, this is going to happen when they get that opening. Mass silence when the full 5 in the turnaround. They're going to look towards the Bron. Swap there, brings him up to the high ground. Bron, he's ready to fight. Turns ready, pops the ult. He's got the backup in this, straight in on top of Matumberman. Matumberman goes down. Cry turns up towards Zai. He's able to run himself away into the river. Sanity's dropped down onto Mitch as Nisha will be able to turn and find the double kill, taking out both the Underlord and the Undying. Secret this time round, offering a solid defense around that mid lane. More than happy to take the fight. It's just as things begun quickly losing that Void Spirit to start things off there. I mean, as much as I was talking about the silences that Secret have to deal with, definitely the same to be said for Noob when he goes for the Ags build. He's not going to have that Yules, not going to have that way to play out of this huge sort of gust. Searing chains into blood, right? It's a very scary place for a Void Spirit to find himself on the front lines.
Yeah, I mean, if he gets Searing Chains at all, there's always that follow-up without the Yules build like we were mentioning. So it's all-out aggression, and it can definitely cost him because Yepsort is level 10, so he's always going to have that slight chain spam, that 6-second, 10-second kind of similar cooldowns to get on these people. And a Secret holding their mid tower, which is probably the most important thing. Sure, they lose Matu, which is devastating for them, but keep the mid tower alive and end up winning the fight anyway.
Yeah, and
I don't think Matu expected to die so fast. Yeah.
No, he did get shredded. I mean, and Matu, even with the couple of deaths that he's had, he's still able to hold on to that top spot. His farm's still solid. He's going to have the Manta almost certainly by the time the next fight kicks off. So at least then having some sort of way to get himself out of things. And also on top of that, having the Ags now done on Nisha, there's likely to be the reach and the Astrals to make sure that Nisha can keep his Drow alive.
I'm wondering how Cry isn't more farmed. Because he's just been left alone as this Morphling, right? I'm just seeing Matu with 2 deaths. Still is just severely outfarmed. Even though, Matu did get those ancient stacks and everything built up from his team, I feel like Cry should be on a little bit better pacing here after giving so much space from his team.
I mean, well, we did see him miss those CS under the tower, so maybe just a bit of a slow start for Cry here in this game 1. In the river. That'll be an easy kill there. Last Astral, enough to take LeBron over the edge. As Nisha is now starting to really clean up his act after having the focus that was sent his way in the early game. Those 4 early deaths, a result of Tempo very much just looking to slow him down. But look at the net worth, and Nisha Mitch is still in a position despite Tempo's best attempts to keep him behind.
Yeah, and laning phase in first 15 minutes is one thing where you can, really make these moves happen. It's what you do afterwards. This is where the actual team aspect really starts to come in, is are they going to ever actually be able to bring down this net worth, or is Secret just going to continue to growing this and growing this and growing this? They have to be able to do some type of big explosive moves here now in these next few moments. Because it does feel like they're starting to just get out-farmed across the map.
Yeah.
I mean, it's farming, but not much else.
Oh, talking about the morph, he's going to go for the Roche. Okay. They're going to try for this. I mean, LeBron, he's got the medallion. Tombstone's down. It's working. I know, Secret, they're not aware of this. They weren't ready for this. They weren't ready for this. It's going down. It's at half HP. Are they going to even check this? I don't think Secret expect this at all. No. Now they do. They've scanned it. Now they've scanned it, but are they going to be able to get there in time? Roshan's going down. Tempo, they've done it. They've got away with it. Cry's able to pick up the Aegis. Soulbine's out onto both sides. And Puppey, as now Tempo...
Oh my god.
Cry just able to survive. Tempo, they're playing it smart. They're going to get out. And not before... Oh no, Cry! He morphed in! Oh no, he missed the ride. He missed the ride, and he may just die for this. The silence, the damage here for this Pearson arrows, he will just live. He's able to live. DNZ will fall. Cry somehow surviving that. As Tempo, they're even ready to come back in. They're coming in with the smoke for the side. Mitch, he's got the setup. The pit's down. Cry's coming over from the side along with Noob. Puppey is getting controlled by these silences. Puppey trying to run. Matu offering some backup from the high ground with the multi-shot. Cry stepping forward, quickly gets to push this again, but the damage from Matu, it still brings him down. Silence it's used. It wasn't necessary. He just wanted to... I'm helping everybody, he says. Now he's in trouble. He's been jumped on by Noob, turns for the Astral to hold back one of them, tries in. A defensive Astral will buy some safety as Matu just continues to hold his ground, turns over towards Cry, but they've lost the OD. LeBron, he's falling low. Matu's trying to finish him, will be able to do so. Matu, he's still full HP. This drought is untouchable. They can't kill him. They can't even touch him. Matu just stood there, shot them all in the face, and it worked. Tempo, they've lost 3. They're going to lose Mitch as well as Matu. He's trying to step across. That's been slowed down by the slide. He's not even needed. Yapsel finishes him off with a slide of fist. I mean,
Aegis for what, right?
It's a bit
you
scary.
Just got your Roche, but Secret somehow just walks up into you. Puppey takes forever to die, and you get this beautiful positioning of the fight where you have high ground on the Radiant side. You have high ground with your Drow just wailing on heroes, and you get a great reset position for him there.
And you can really just... It just seems that, Secret, they're obviously the masters of many things regarding Dota, but it's just the fact that, they're showing up at this specific time with these heroes, because they know that Matu's going to be able to do this. They know that this Drow, at this stage of the game, is just going to rip through heroes. And it really does. You see these hits coming in with the level 2 marksmanship, and it just destroys these heroes at just 20 minutes into the game.
And we're really starting to see, QO mentioned one thing really specific that I did want to talk about on the panel is they didn't pick any anti-Drow heroes. And it was an opening 2 Drow. This Drow, you see, even when they get on top of her, she's pretty damn strong. Some of that mid-situation weak. Now that she's hit her timings, this Drow doesn't really have a counter, it feels like. She's just this king.
I mean,
or queen, if we will.
And he's just about to hit level 18 as well. You got to imagine when he gets that level 3 marksmanship. I mean, look, already, Mitch has got to be careful. Step back, get to the high ground, keep yourself safe. You've got to respect the Drow, because Matu, he's ready to take this win in the bag here. 3-2-9, 6k lead. Secret do continue to just build that advantage. Tempo, they had a solid showing in the lanes, but still struggling to really find much of sort of team plays coming into this mid-game.
Secret's just running at them now.
Yeah, they've got the disable onto DNZ with that Yules. Cancelling DNZ as he attempts to TP out. Another kill is claimed. And as you said, this is really the time for the testing to begin for Tempo. Tempo, they've got to show us what they've got. We know they can play Dota, but are they ready to come in with the big team movements?
Double Astrals, are they going to go for the Tombstone? They get pitted.
The Remnant onto Nisha. Nisha is going to turn. Take down the Undying. Matu, he's coming in from the side of the fight. Nisha will go down, but you know that Matu's going to be looking for the cleanup, and he's already making a good job on it. Mitch is able to get out of there with the Yules and the Rift. He'll make it away. Noob dodges the Blood Bright with the Dissimulate. Yapsel's going to continue to chase, won't hit him with the chains. But it really is just the Drow effect. Matu level 18. It's just insane amounts of farm. Matu playing his game
Radiant's top
perfectly,
tower is
and
under
this
attack.
drow is just a... they can't deal with it. They're close to
Radiant's
Matu.
top tower has fallen.
Not at all. And I was going to say, I don't know how, but somehow YapzOr is 20 of the 21 kills, by the way, on support Ember. He's also 6-1. Yeah, he's 6-1 and 14. I don't know. I don't know how he makes it work, but somehow it's doing it. Yeah, it really feels like they've found their stride. Didn't feel like they were really ever out in this game, right? Like, I mean, Secret.
No,
they
no,
still
not
always
totally.
were in a great spot, but now it feels
was
like
an
there's just no answer.
Yeah, Tempo now just in a position against Secret where we've seen countless teams fail before. You're behind Secret as the mid game begins. How do you
He's
turn
just charging
things?
in.
He is. Runs into the three of them. The backup's there. They'll take out the Undying. Who they want to go for next? The multi shot does catch onto DNC. They don't. Quite well. YapzOr might actually be able to find the catcher if he wants to go with the Remnant.
They want the Void
He's
Spirit.
actually going to TP back. He wants to look to try and find Noob. The setup's there. YapzOr's going to be able to get him with the chain because he's got the timing. He has straight up. See a little bit of surviving from Noob. Again, just a constant control for Nisha with these Aghanim Astral Spirit Astral Imprisonment charges. As Noob's trying to run. Zai's chasing. He goes for the TP out, but they're in again. Zai able to throw out the clumsy net as Noob will fall. Secret claim yet another life of Tempo. And with a 10k lead, they're back on with the push. Matu straight down mid looking for the tier 2.
This just isn't fair. They're trying. They're trying their damnedest.
I mean, they really are.
Radiant's
They really are, but at the end of the day, it's Secret. It doesn't matter if you do it in the lanes. It's when it comes down to the real grit of playing the game as a team sport. What have you got? It just seems so far they just don't have what it takes here to outplay Secret, unfortunately, for Tempo. Still opportunities for them, but this game continues to slip into tougher and tougher territory as this lead just continues to grow for Secret. A lot of pressure on Cry to do amazing things as the Morphling, but it isn't an easy game to do so as the Morph. Many a silence and chains to catch him out. It's a very tricky game for Cry. One footstep in the wrong position in a team fight, and he will die very quickly.
Yeah, he literally could just not morph up
Yeah.
from his current mana pool, and he just almost gets one-shotted from an OD. There's just so many different things he has to worry about. He's just versus so many counters. They're trying to group up here with the smoke, get themselves a nice arcane rune too around their Void Spirit. Secret all kind of in the area though. They're aware, completely aware of this. Look at this. They're even just, that guy Puppy, go on the front. I'll save you with an
run in and
Astral.
start the fight, Puppy. Yeah.
Yep. They know exactly where they are.
Gonna get
They
the
get the
jump.
jump though.
On to Nisha, but the swap's there. Puppy's able to take him out to the side, but Soulbind's out, grabs the two of them. Astral will keep Nisha safe for now, but Puppy falls. Can Tempo get anything more? Mitch, then he takes down by Matuma. He comes out with the self-kills, buys some time for him. The chains catches him though, as well as the Sanity's coming crashing down for Nisha. Nisha will remain alive as 3 down on Tempo. As Cry and DNZ the only two to make it out of there as they'll run away to safety. But again, as you say, Secret more than prepared for that play. Puppy goes down, but that's all part of the plan for Secret yet again as they take another team fight win.
Yeah, Matu just chills in the back, free firing on everybody. No contestation onto him again. Nisha, I actually really thought he was going to die there, but Clutch Astrals into just Greaves saving him. And it just looks impossible. It really does.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Just poking at the high ground here, Secret. I've got the halberd done on the Underlord, so we'll see at least Mitch having some sort of way to slow down the damage output of this drought.
However, she did just get the multi-shot talent, so more damage from the non-halberding ability. Let's see what they got here, though. See, I think I see that E-Blade finished. I saw Dagon, but I'm pretty sure that was from Zai. Yeah, it is, okay.
Dagon?
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're the offlane Bloodseeker and having a good game, that's what you do.
I mean, some Universal Morphling, too. This guy's gonna be low morph. You Blood Rage yourself, you Dagon, and you might just kill him.
Oh, yeah.
The rune of invisibility.
It is very, very good. One of the heroes that Dagon definitely is. It's viable on.
Yeah,
this is a hero where you can get away with it in your pubs. Not as your first item, mind you. Don't go getting any crazy ideas.
But your third item.
But you're absolutely, absolutely. If you're not buying it, I will report you.
Yeah, he knows he can do this. They have the Greaves already and everything too for the Ember Spirit, all sitting around in the mid area. And now he's going to be finishing that Spirit Vessel that we were talking about earlier. Zai does scout there a little bit with the Blood Right. Let's get some information. Sees a couple heroes on the left side there.
Yeah,
maybe anticipating a movement. Yeah, they're going to just play around this top side. Yeah, they're just going to chill the courier in there to make sure they see when it spawns immediately, and maybe just claim a little bit of these neutral creeps on the high ground, get a ward too. Yep, so even cutting the tree so that the ward gives more vision. And now they see Tempo.
Oh, here we go, Zai. He's been caught. They're on top of Zai, but Zai in the air with the self-fuels. Can he run away? Gets the Blood Right out, but he's taken out. They bring down Zai. Can they try and go for anything more here? It's just going to be a 4v4. Those Matu's able to even the playing field, shooting down LeBron.
They're avoiding that tombstone. They know it's there.
Yeah.
They don't want to
at least very careful about how they approach this.
Yeah.
DNZ, Cry, and Mitch just holding their ground around the tombstone. And it's working secret. Don't want to push into it.
They give a lot of respect. You can see that even though they know they're stronger, they give a lot of respect walking into high ground versus tombstone. It's very important.
A gift from the goddess.
30 minutes up. And the runes to be taken, of course, at this point. Secret, they do maintain both outpost control.
I think this is like one of the first games where I see a team with Drow not get a Grove Bow or a Telescope. Usually they get both. But yeah, they didn't get both this time around.
Well, you know, Gaben just wants to try and make it a fair fight. Doesn't want to give Secret too many benefits.
He has a Butterfly, though, so I mean, he's just fine. They had a Greater Fairy Fire, pretty decent. And it's time. Time to push forward. Aegis Cheese, very strong. It looks like they're going to run right into Tempo.
Move. I mean, gets the Remnant connection, but knows that the whole of Secret's chasing. Doesn't want to try and take a fight outside of the base. How's things going for Cry? Still finding space to push the side lanes out. Once he has the BKB... It's only Nisha. Nah, he's fine.
Okay, I mean, you sure?
It is good. It's I mean, is he going to be able to TP out? No, Zai's got a Yule. Oh, but with the waveform into the trees, that'll do it. Nicely done by Cry. Out of vision, gets out with the TP waveform. They're trying for Puppey, but Puppey's got Matu here. Let's just see Matu's. Has he got the multi-shot? He has. He doesn't even need to use it. Gets the kill. Noob jumps back across. They are bringing Puppey and Matu down a little bit. Cry's able to burst down Puppey with the E-Blade combo.
None may stop me.
But again,
now there's no Underlord no Underlord to defend.
middle
They have to buy back on the Grimstroke. He's their spam. He has to get them off the tower somehow. At least clear the creep wave. Get most of the creeps.
Up to the high ground they go. Secret.
Cry?
And how can they stop this? You said with no Underlord, no real front line, it's very hard to push Matu back. There's the jump. Quick 4-stars out the side, Matu. He's out of harm's way. Rupture comes in onto DNZ. DNZ being healed up by the Urn. And the Soul Rip. And that E-Blade combo nearly killing off Zai, actually. Astral does come out. Ends up setting up for the Remnant. Another Astral protects him from the nuke damage of DNZ. Can they get him? Zai uses up just at the same time as they try and come in with the waveform. They do get the silence out to Nisha, and they will manage to burst down Zai. I mean, Cry, he's doing it. He's been playing it cool. He's got the farm, and he's now turning up, and he is able to start to slow down some of the motion that Secret's trying to come in with. You know, they're trying to go for the high ground, but Cry playing hard, getting him a C-Blade combo, taking away members from Secret's lineup. He's making Secret think twice about pushing any further. But now Noob, he's jumping in deep. He's been able to get himself straight on top of Nisha. Nisha's straight away, puts the cheese back up at full HP. The jump to the side, finds Puppey.
Oh my God.
He's got another, he's going to put the BKB. He's trying to commit it onto Matuma Man. Matuma has been halberded, but they're taking themselves out of this one. The Rift brings Krylat back to safety. As he gets back to base, yaps up.
Or two-shot the Void Spirit, sorry. Jeez. The DD run.
Yeah, this Drow just hits so hard. I mean, there's two heroes here, both of these cores. Yeah, Yeah. I mean, they've got to get on top of the OD, but they've also got to get on top of the Drow. You know, two heroes that you cannot allow to just have the rain and the area to just hit into you, build up those stacks on the OD.
Instantly double glimmer on him.
With the burst, brings him low, but Matu's still with the Aegis. And they got what they came for, their secret. Melee racks are down in the mid lane.
Puppey trying to TP back and get an ancient stack in the meantime to be efficient. Doesn't quite get it there though, with the way of the terror. Rest of his team though is all together, keeping those lanes. Close to dying because of it, not having that match community, but that will always protect him. And yeah, they keep these two side lanes pushed in. And now Puppey, he's gonna come back and
Matu
kind of trapped.
Forcing in aggressively there, nearly actually finishes off DNZ. They're still going to be able to do so as the glimmer comes to the end. Matu's in position to kill him off. And Zai's already hunting on the high ground. Quick burst from Pride comes into place. Noob jumps forward. Zai able to save himself for now with the Yules. Puppey swaps him out to the side. Gets Zai back to safety. Yapsaw in with the chains onto Mitch. As Matu starts to approach the high ground, taking down the tier 3.
They know Tempo do to stop this.
Matu's getting low, holding his ground, taking the tier 3. They'll get through the 1 life. And they do it in a second. He is on the high ground here. Mitch looking for the setup with the pit. The 4 of them backing him up. Matu, a hard target to jump. Pride just trying to burst them down low, trying to sway Secret from sticking around any further. Remnant catches onto Matu, but still very tough to commit every time, knowing that Puppey's going to be there with a save. Matu quick jump to the side, but no, they got him! They burst him down, they couldn't save him in time. He put the man to try to escape the Hurricane Pike, but Cry and Noob were in there. They take down the Drow. Now they're going to look to try and find more. Puppey with the swap, getting Nisha back up to safety. Puppey holding his ground with the Glimmer Cape. Cry, he's trying to get to the high ground and find something bigger. Will find Puppey, but the rest of Secret, they're already starting to retreat. Tempo chase for anything further. Doesn't look like they'll find anything. Nisha's out with the blink. He's away. They do lose the range, but they keep the melee racks alive there in that top lane, and they do manage to push them back. I mean, again, we are seeing the farm from the Morph coming into play, and it's an incredibly hard game for Tempo, playing up against Secret. But and this Morph that has been AFK farming his best to stay relevant is definitely having an impact in at least slowing down Secret here in this game.
Yeah, and because of the build that the Void Spirit actually went, I was going to point it out, he went for the Kaya earlier. That Kaya actually made the difference there because he did all that burst magic damage. He just caught Matumba off guard. He couldn't get the BKB off. He just couldn't save him. That was very nicely held by them there on that high ground. Still a lot more that they need to gain, but like you said, that Morphling, he's still up there.
No, this is absolutely still a very hard game for Tempo to come back into, but very impressive to see the way that they are holding, because we've seen many a team, of course, buckle under the pressure of Secret, much more than this side has here. And with players, that the people may not have heard before. Krylat sort of stepping in. This guy picked up and joining the squad. Wasn't playing with him in previous tournaments, but definitely looking like there is potential here for Tempo.
Yeah. Definitely have to agree. They had a their first 15 minutes are also incredibly good. Their smoke moves and everything they've done, they're definitely looking pretty good here. Krylak does get his Illusion Escape. Very nice there for the Morphling.
Yep, great stats. Excellent active, especially when you do add the waves pressured in against you, as they are right now, with a couple of your racks taking a bit of a beating already.
Yep. Spell Prism also for Noob. Probably one of the better pickups he can get for himself too.
Well, that's a bit of an unfair one though. Matu getting the leveler.
Matu gets the leveler, yeah. Right. But he's actually hanging on to the Nether Shawl for the time being. He's kind of switching between resist.
Oh, he's got the okay. So there was also the Ninja Gear to choose from, so he's got for
okay.
that. Of course, that extra agi, a huge boost.
Wow, no one gonna use the leveler. Sad.
I mean, just goes to show that Secret got quite nice items this tier. Then
yes, they did.
Getting a pass on.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. We don't need a leveler to do damage to the buildings with the amount that Matu has farmed up this game. As this tier 3 tower will go down.
They might try to pop him again.
They're going to try, but the Glimmer takes inside. Oh, they've got the counter play. Krylat tries to get in, but they quickly turn and burst in with the Hex and the Sanity's Eclipse. Cry will fall. He's got buyback available on the Morph. LeBron, see if he's going to try and use it in an attempt to hold on to his reaction. Soulbind does come out. Noob jumps in, able to get the silence onto the back. He puts the BKB, tries to turn. Never jump with the Astral Step. Burst Puppey down low. They'll finish him off with the E-Blade. Puppey's out of action. Can they get anything more here, Tempo? Secret, they'll jump off to the side. No further catch for now from Tempo, and that did require 2 buybacks to come into play by them. They just get Puppey. Secret will hold off for now, but of course with the buybacks being expended to perform that defense, the net worth growth for Secret does only continue. They're now up 16k.
Yeah, they got mostly what they came for there because of that. Don't want to force anything there. If the Sanity's on cooldown either, they can all back up, finish up some items. Matu, he'll move away. And now it's like, you know Tempo is going to be very afraid because these 2 heroes, if Morphin walks out, he dies, game's over. So you're in a real good spot to just chill out now on the side of Secret.
I think this is what you do, right? You hit him hard. You try with a smoke. Maybe Secret don't expect this. As you say, Secret may be expecting you to play safe. It is. And this is even better. Don't try for a risky kill. Try and sneak a Roshan. And you know what? They may just get away with this. They may just get away with this, Tempo. And this is huge, right? You've just spent the buyback on your Morph. If you can get away with this Aegis and Cheese, again, just Tempo doing everything they can to hold on to this. And they've caught Matu at the top. A defensive Astral will come out, but Roshan's already been finished. Tempo's able to grab the Aegis and the Cheese on the Morphling. Matu puts the BKB, turns over towards LeBron. Mitch trying to turn and hold them back with the pit, but they continue to chase on with the BKB. He up in the air with the Yules, the Rift out. Mitch is able to take them out in time. He is. Gets them back to safety. They're back to base. Tempo will live to see another day after getting away with an excellent smoke out at the base into the Roshan as they're ready to hold the HUD, Aegis and the Cheese at their disposal. They do, however, still lose DNC outside of the base, so Tempo are going to have to buy a bit of time here, 50 seconds or so without both the Undying and the Grimstroke.
Big heads up move though, getting the Roche, getting themselves out. Like Mitch was one hit from dying, and then all of them dying right afterwards, so nice heads up play. One of the only moves they could do in the game.
Now they've got to somehow just try and keep it cool until they've got the full 5 up. And they're going to struggle to protect their racks here as Matu is just in, finishes the top racks.
He's looking for the Hex play onto Krylat here from the side.
Oh, he's going to find it!
Sanity's
he's got the Hex. Is there any sort of save for him? He's silenced, he's running away, he's going to be able to make it out. I believe the pit from Mitch catching onto the Ember there, so Yapso couldn't jump in with the Remnant to quite finish him off. Mitch trying to run, the save. Mitch is back up to full HP, he'll live. Without that E-Blade there, he would have certainly died to Matu's multi-shot. So heads up move there from Cries. He gets back in with the E-Blade as they still continue to try and hold on here, Tempo. They are now down 20k though. As Secret, they're ready to go yet again. Matu's just popping the BKB. Cry also committing with his own BKB. E-Blade combo out onto 2 of them with the Soulbind. Puppey, he's the new focus. Noob jumps out the side, the multi-shot, bringing Cry down low. They're still trying to chase onwards. Onto the high ground, Noob's there, but he's been caught out by the Hex. The Sanities comes out. Noob will go down. He buys back immediately though as Tempo continues to try and push on. They've killed off Nisha. It's a buyback from the ODS. Nisha TP's over towards the Outpost. Cry turns into the Avengers. Uses the magic missile. They've lost his first life. He's back for a second with the Aegis. Matu's getting low. Another burst. They're taking out Matu. They're taking out Puppey as well. Tempo chasing on for more. The Phantom's Embrace out onto Yapsaw. Can they control this Ember Spirit any further? He's out. Down to the bottom, trying to juke it out. Has a Remnant in place. Mitch trying to wait there in preparation for the jump. Krylat and LeBron, they're still on the hunt for this OD, but Nisha, he's able to head down to the bottom lane and keep himself safe. But that's a big one. If they can find a creep wave, the creep waves are pushed heavily into them right now. Zai just come in with another poke onto Noob. Yapsaw finding the chains. Yules will keep him out of the route for now. Mitch pits out onto the Ember, but already Yapsaw has got a Remnant out in preparation. He's out to the side. Zai still looking at an opportunity to poke back into them as Yapsaw jumps in straight away with the Remnant, gets the chains catch onto both the 2 of them. Mitch, he's out though. Rift's there as well as the Minotaur Horn. He's able to make it away before they can burst him out. He'll live.
That Aegis and Cheese pretty much doing everything for them there. Able to sustain inside of the fight. Not the Cheese, of course, but the Aegis. Able for them to stick the ground there and get these kills, but lane still forced in heavily. Yapsaw even was pushing the bottom wave during the fight, actually, to keep making sure that it's pushed in. And yeah, they're still kind of trapped in, right outside of their base as Venge is respawning and Drow in just a couple moments.
Now, Cry was able to step outside the base, though, and get his Lincolns done. So now does have that extra protection against these Hex plays that have been tripping him up in the fights.
And he's at 25, so he's got the waveform in and the waveform out if he wants to choose to do so in most of these situations. But Secret all back up. Yapzor now level 2. Oh, Yapzor 25 before Nisha. What the hell? Nisha's like the lowest level on the team. He's just getting focused. Nisha's 20. Puppy's 20, okay. But yeah, Matu rejoins the fight. Immediate smoke. Tempo's playing around the ward, though.
Yeah, they're ready to jump. They're ready for this smoke. Straight away, they're going to commit immediately onto Matumba Man. Matumba puts the BKB. Hurricane Pike up to the side with the Soul Bind. Is going to Yapzor and Matumba Man. Krylat standing his ground, looking to burst them out. Puppy swapping them out to the side. Matu will turn, start to shoot back onto LeBron. Mitch moving in with the Minotaur Horn. They've lost LeBron. They're going to lose Mitch soon as well as he's surrounded by the three of them. Mitch gets taken out. Found Zai. There'll be a buyback from the Underlord. Krylat, he gets caught out by Yapzor as he swings across with the Remnants. That's Krylat down for 2 minutes. No buyback available on him as well as it's still on cooldown for 2 minutes. There should be Secret coming in with a finishing blow with no Morphling to join the defense. It's pretty much impossible for Tempo to stop now as Secret take the final set of racks. Mega creeps are out. They'll move on to the tier 4s.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They tried to take that fight around the board. They're going to try again here.
Oh, it's a big dissimilate. Able to bring them low. They're holding. They're holding. They've found Nisha. He's dead for 2 minutes, but Matu, he's the real issue. They've got to deal with this Drow. Matu's getting away with standing on the side. They're going to jump over the halberds there. He's been disarmed. They're able to run back to the basement. He's going to rift himself back to the fountain, and he's away. He'll live. They're buying some time. They've killed Nisha. LeBron's going to be back up in a few seconds, and they're on top of Matumba Man. The pit's out. He's got his BKB back and ready to go once more. Turns over towards Noob, but Noob's able to buy time with the Dissimilate as he jumps out. Matu continues to run. Has Mitch got any further catch? He's trying to stay on top of the Drow, but Yapzor and Puppy are by the side of Matu. But the slow from the Grim, it catches onto Puppy. Puppy, he's there, will be left behind as he swapped Matu out to the side. They're still trying to find Matu, but now Yapzor's just turning, running down LeBron. LeBron will save himself with the Glimmer Cape. Puppy and Matu kill off TNC. A buyback comes out. Matu falling low. He's used up into the sky. If they've got the damage to finish him off, the Hurricane pikes himself out of the pit, out of the Firestorm. He will live. Mitch almost certainly will not. The Minotaur Horn, the TP out. Is he going to make it away? He's not. Matu's got enough physical. It's a double kill for him. Over towards the Ancient they go. They're going to have the more back up in 10 seconds, but they're without the Void Spirit and the Underlord for 100. LeBron trying to hold them off outside of the base. And it's not going to be. Yeah, he's going to be called. Secret will claim this game one here, 46 minutes in, as